Today's story revolves around a troubled girl named Sophia, who falls obsessively in love with a boy named Jason, despite him being much younger than her. To get closer to him, Sophia infiltrates his school by posing as a new teacher, all in an attempt to win his affection. Her sweet words and calculated gestures are part of a manipulative plan to trap him in her web of love. Sophia is determined to have Jason at any cost, even if it means crossing every moral boundary. Over time, Jason becomes drawn to her, and together, they find themselves involved in situations that reveal the darker side of their twisted relationship. The story starts with Jason, a talented young boy who excels in his studies and has a growing online following as a singer. Jason is gearing up for the new school year at his Catholic school, and his parents drop him off along with his sister Zoe. At the school, they encounter Sarah, Zoe's roommate, who has a secret crush on Jason. Meanwhile, Jason's father has made it clear that he wants him to focus on his studies and abandon his passion for singing, but Jason dreams of a career in music. The scene shifts to Sister Rebecca, a senior teacher at the school, who reassures Jason and Zoe's parents that she'll look after both children. Afterward, Sister Rebecca introduces the school's newest teacher, Sister Sophia, who is starting her first day. Sister Rebecca explains the strict protocols at the school, including the rule that all teachers must be without makeup. Sophia complies, removing her lipstick. As they tour the school, they run into Jason, and Sister Rebecca introduces him to Sophia. Sophia, noticing Jason's somewhat sad demeanor, learns from Rebecca that Jason has recently been in trouble with his father after causing a car accident while drunk. Despite this, Jason is an excellent student and a gifted singer. Later, back in her room, Sophia watches Jason's videos on her laptop and becomes entranced by him. As she watches, it becomes clear that Sophia is not only familiar with Jason, but already obsessed with him. She kisses the screen, further revealing the intensity of her feelings. But what exactly is Sophia's motive, and how does she know Jason? These questions linger as we move forward in the story. The following day, Sophia starts her first class and introduces herself to the students. When she sees Jason and Sarah talking, she grows possessive and orders Sarah to sit in the front row. Sarah is annoyed, and Zoe finds Sophia's behavior odd, as Catholic school teachers typically aren't so stern. Just before class begins, Zoe reminds Sophia that prayer must come first. Instead of praying herself, Sophia asks Zoe to lead the prayer. As Zoe prays, she notices that Sophia isn't participating. Zoe later tells Jason about this, but Jason brushes it off when he receives a message from Sarah. After class, Sophia confronts Jason privately, asking if Sarah is his girlfriend. When Jason denies it, Sophia seems pleased. However, the next day, Sarah suddenly confesses her feelings to Jason, and he immediately accepts. While they share a kiss, Sophia appears and separates them, sending Jason back to class and scolding Sarah. Sarah, who comes from a wealthy family, speaks arrogantly to Sophia, but Sophia remains undeterred, warning Sarah to stay away from Jason. After class, Sophia pulls Jason aside and reminds him of his earlier denial about having a girlfriend. Jason, flustered, tries to avoid answering, but Sophia insists that he come to her cabin. She lures him into a trap, and when Jason arrives at her cabin, he is shocked to find Sophia in a suggestive state, attempting to seduce him. Sophia's aim is clear. She wants Jason to fall for her, and she succeeds. Jason, though conflicted, can't resist her, and as he returns to his room, he can't stop thinking about her, his mind filled with fantasies of their encounter. Sophia continues to play mind games, asking Jason why he hadn't come to meet her earlier, but Jason, feeling guilty and confused, brushes her off. The days pass, and by the weekend, Jason's parents come to pick him up from school. But Sophia is struggling with her emotions, unable to bear Jason's absence. She pretends that her aunt is ill to get time off from school. Meanwhile, Jason's father and he have a heated argument about Jason's future. Jason wants a break to focus on his music, but his father insists he should focus on his studies. In a fit of anger, Jason leaves home and expresses his frustrations through song in a secluded spot. Unknown to him, Sophia watches from a distance, her obsession growing. Later, Sophia hatches a plan to eliminate Sarah from Jason's life. She sneaks into Sarah's room at night and hides drugs in her book. When Sarah opens her book in class the next day, Sophia catches her, resulting in Sarah's suspension. The news spreads through the school, and Sophia convinces Sister Rebecca to search the boys' dorms. During the search, a bottle of alcohol is found under Jason's bed. Jason denies any knowledge of it, but Sophia uses this as leverage, offering him a way out. He must spend a week working like the sisters at the school. Jason, desperate, agrees. Sophia's true intentions are revealed in a flashback to her past. It turns out that Sophia first saw Jason's videos on social media, became infatuated with him, and then orchestrated a series of events to become his teacher. She murdered a previous teacher, also named Sophia, to assume her identity and get closer to Jason. Now, back in the present, Jason is caught in her manipulative grip, working in the school garden as punishment, while Sophia subtly tries to seduce him further. One night, Sophia sneaks into Jason's room, records their encounter, and seduces him. Jason is conflicted and feels immense guilt, but Sophia convinces him to continue. The next day, Jason plans to go to church and confess his sins, but Sophia intercepts him, and they end up alone together again. When Jason finally goes to the church, he finds that it's not the priest in the confession booth, but Sophia, who seduces him once more. As the days pass, Jason's guilt intensifies, and he starts to push Sophia away. However, she continues to manipulate him, threatening to expose their secret. Meanwhile, Jason's father is beginning to see the cracks in their relationship, and Jason's internal struggle grows. After more manipulation and threats, Sophia becomes increasingly unhinged. When Sarah is found dead in the school bathroom, it's ruled an accident, but Zoe suspects foul play. Jason confronts Sophia, believing she had a hand in Sarah's death, but Sophia threatens to expose the video she recorded of their encounters, leaving Jason terrified. As Jason and Zoe continue to piece together the truth, they discover that Sophia is not who she claims to be. They unearth the true identity of the woman posing as Sophia, a woman named Laura who has been hiding behind a false identity to get closer to Jason. Laura's obsession with him runs deep, and she reveals her true psychotic nature. When Jason and Zoe confront her, she attacks them in a fit of rage. A struggle ensues, and in the end, Jason is forced to kill Laura in self-defense. The story ends at Jason's graduation, where he receives a guitar as a gift from his father. Though he is free from Sophia's twisted influence, the scars of his experience remain. Jason is finally ready to move forward, but he will never forget the darkness of what he endured.